Okay. So finding a comfortable seat after you've gathered up your props. So we do want some pillows, blankets, bolsters, anything you have. And then sit up nice and tall. Feel your hips on the mat. And you don't have to sit cross-legged. You can sit any way that feels good. Just roll out the shoulders. So the last practice of 2020, the final full moon. In a lot of yoga traditions, the moon days, the new and the moon day, full moon days are the days to really rest and meditate and turn in, reverse the direction. And so that is exactly what I think is needed and will be available today. So just give yourself permission for this time to just really let go. Inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, gently release. And again, inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, release, and then drop one ear towards the shoulder. And you can always extend the opposite arm out at an angle, even flipping the palm. And so permission to let go. This full moon is connected to the element of water. When water is cleansing and healing. And in LA, we had all this crazy rain yesterday. So there's sort of that energy of the water washing away this year, this cycle, this month. Take a breath. Exhale, release your hand, bring the head to center, then drop it to the other side. Maybe extend the opposite arm. Then slow breath. So I want to invite you to make the breath oceanic today. So imagining as you inhale and exhale that it's like waves rising and falling, the breath moving up and down the spine, up and down the body. Take another breath. Exhale, release the hands, draw the chin to the chest. And so just let the whole practice today be a practice in surrender and release, allowing the waters of the breath, the waters of the body, the waters of this final full moon to bring that release. Bring the head back up. And then if you are sitting cross-legged, switch the cross of the legs. Otherwise, just maintain a comfortable seat. And then holding the shins or thighs, let's just do some circles. Let's just create some movement, some wave movement through the spine, drawing forward and then back. Let the head and the neck go. So we really will have minimal movement today. We're just opening in the seat just to kind of warm things up. Start to let things go, help us to transition from our day, our week so far, whatever this last week of the year is looking like for us personally and in all the other ways. And what is it that you are ready to release, let go of? The theme for December has been peace. And a lot of times, we find peace when we sit at the ocean. We find peace when we're around a stream or lake. Even in the rain, when the rain first starts, there's that moment of peace. Go ahead and reverse the direction. And so sort of being inspired by this full moon, the water quality of the full moon, how does that inform our experience of peace? Can we allow the waters of this final full moon to bring us into a peaceful space to finish this year? Which is hard because there's been so much about this year that has not been peaceful. Just a few more rounds. And again, just feeling into the head and the chest. Let the breath start to get bigger and fuller. And the breath is always moving in waves, even when we're not consciously connecting to it. And then bring yourself back to center. Take a deep breath in. Fill yourself up. Open mouth, exhale. And then extend the legs out and give them a shake. And you can shake out your arms and just kind of shake the body out a little bit, just letting go. And then we are going to move to set up our props. We're going to start in a twist, which a lot of you may have already done. So if you have blankets that are folded up, you can stack those. So we want to think about sort of having the thickness of a yoga bolster. So usually 1 or 2 bed pillows stacked and turned lengthwise, or a couple blankets stacked and turned lengthwise, but we want that length to be the hip to the crown. So blankets are fine, a bolster or pillows are fine. Once you have that down, let's start on the right side. So bring the right thigh forward and you can stack your knees or take the top leg behind you and lift up. Take a deep breath in. So lengthen through the spine. And then as you exhale, turn your chest towards the bolster and or pillows or blankets and walk yourself down. So we're folding the chest over the props. The head can look towards the knees and just kind of hugging in the pillow or blanket. So we're on that right hip and we're coming up and over support. And just take a moment to kind of wiggle and shift. Like I said, the knees can be stacked. You can even put something between the knees or just rest the right foot on the left thigh. And so we'll be here for a couple of moments. Restorative yoga, we usually hold the poses anywhere from 3 to 15 minutes. I don't think we'll hold that long in this practice because we are going to do a long meditation. But go ahead and just connect to your breath. So you might start with a 4 count, inhaling 4, exhaling 4. And if 4 feels like too much today, you could inhale 3 and exhale 3, or inhale 5 or 6, whatever is available to you. So let this first pose just settle into that natural wave of breath, balancing the inhale and the exhale. Try to continue to soften your face, relax your shoulders. Let the breath move from the belly up the spine. And again, every breath you can visualize, a wave at the beach, maybe your favorite beach you've ever been to. And just again, that feeling of peace when we're sitting at the shore. Let that be sort of the meditation in the practice today. The full moon's effect on peace. Just stay with the breath a little bit longer. And then let the counting go. Take a deep breath in, fill yourself up. Open mouth, exhale. Can you let go a little bit more? And then just take 3 more of your slowest, deepest breaths here. And then after that 3rd breath, you can walk up and no rush. We're going to move into the side body. So the legs will stay in the same position. And 2 options. You can either keep your props long, and then you're going to stretch the right arm down, relax the right ear onto the right arm, and then the left arm can reach up and over, or it can rest at the back. So opening up the side body. If you want a little bit more of a deeper side bend, you would turn the pillows or blankets so they're wide, and then you bring the right arm down to the mat between just above that, and then lower the right ear. So the right ear is down, the right shoulder is down, and then again the left arm can reach up and over or behind the back. So this is a little bit deeper. And if you try this, you want to make sure your head's not floating. So you could put a block or pillow or a book under your head, and the top hand could also come onto a pillow or block or book. And we'll just spend a little bit of time opening up the side body. And if this gets to be too much for any reason, you're always welcome to just turn the chest back down and come back into that twist. So just taking some breaths into the side body, or again, returning to the twist. And just allow the breath again to be wave-like, slow and steady. This is one of the more emotional full moons of the year, which again seems to be a fitting way to end this year. So just again, whatever you're feeling today, whatever you're experiencing, just let that rise and fall. Thoughts, emotions, they all move in waves, just like light and sound all move in waves. Everything moves in waves. Take another deep breath in and let it go. Slowly roll yourself back towards that right side. Walk yourself up. And then we're gonna move to the other side. So if you want, between sides, you could come to all fours and do a little bit of a spinal movement like cat-cow. You could also sit into child's pose. But if that's not, available, or you just want to stay in that more restful space, you can just go right to the left side. So there's plenty of time if you want to, again, work that transition a little bit. But otherwise, when you're ready, left thigh comes forward, knees stacked, right leg behind. Lengthen up and then turn your chest down. Relax your head facing the same direction as the knees. Soften the shoulders and the face. Good. And if you were in child's pose or doing any kind of cat-cow, go ahead and make your way to the left side. You can return to the breath, to that inhale 4, exhale 4. Maybe you find you can lengthen it to 5 or 6. And again, totally fine to stay with 4. Just keep the breath flowing as we surrender into that sweet release of the twist. And then let the count of the breath go if you were counting. Yourself snuggle in a little bit more to this side. Take a deep, deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, everything completely out. And then again, just take 3 more of your breaths, no counting, just your slowest, deepest breath. And then, again, when you're done with that, you can walk up and we're going to come into the side bend. So you can keep the setup the same way and lengthen left arm down, left ear to the left arm, right arm can come up and over or behind the back. Or you can turn your props to get that little bit of a deeper opening in the side body. And then in that case, the left arm comes out to the side, left ear down. You can play with it. Obviously, our bodies are all unique. So we're just trying to open up the side body. So however you can do that in this space while feeling supported and having that sense of relaxation in the body. So not a lot of effort. And again, at any point, if this is too much, you're welcome to just turn the chest down back into the twist. Otherwise, breathing deeply into the side bend. A few more slow, steady breaths. Keep the breath flowing, relax the face, relax the shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale. Carefully roll to the one side, roll yourself up. And then again, if your props are not lengthwise, go ahead and turn them lengthwise. And you may want to just keep in mind to have a block or a book or a pillow nearby. We're going to just briefly come into a supported Sphinx position. So Sphinx is on the belly. So we extend the legs, we come to the belly, and we're on the forearms. But you want to bring your pillows so they're right underneath, they're right at the ribs. So they're kind of pressing into the ribs. And so when you lean down, you feel kind of that support at the ribs, where the ribs connect. And then you can breathe here and relax the head. Or if you have a pillow or a block, you can always place that gently under the head. So you want it to feel kind of neutral. You don't want to be rounding in the upper back. So you want to go to bring the head kind of straight down. And we'll take some breaths here. So this is great for all the work we do at the computer. This also opens the kidneys and the back of the heart and the back of the lungs. And again, you can also just, feel that gentle support at the ribs, allowing you to open up here and just stay neutral. Just slow, steady breath. Tops of the feet are down, feet are about hip width distance, fingers gently spread. And usually if I place my head down, it often will feel good to kind of turn my palms up. A little bit more of that surrender. This is one of the supported poses I've been doing a lot lately because, again, we're spending a lot of time over devices. So feel the waves of breath moving through the back of the body. Just a few more rounds here. Inhale, big exhale. And then slowly you can bring your hands under your shoulders and lift yourself up towards the knees. Now, again, you can definitely come into child's pose. Supported child's pose can be really nice. But otherwise, we're going to come up into a seated forward fold. So you can come onto your butt. You can put a blanket or pillow under your bottom or bringing soles of the feet together. And you can put blocks or pillows or something under the thighs to just make this more supported. And so the sit bones are down. If you're kind of rounding back or forth, please sit up on a blanket. And then you can pull your pillows or blankets onto your feet. And you can kind of start to play with stacking them up to place the forehead down. And if you have pillows or bolsters, it might be more like stacking it up on their side. And again, if that's not available or if that doesn't feel good, then you can just hold the feet, relax the shoulders and come up and over. Or like I said, you can also take that child's pose, supporting child's pose too. We just want to have a little bit more time and space in the forward motion of the spine. So we want to make sure our yoga practice feels complete. Just relax the shoulders, the face, soften the jaw. And again, if you're using pillows, props, you can kind of, do a little bit of building here to find that right spot. That's sort of always what we're looking for in yoga, is that just what's just right for today. And again, continuing to breathe into the back body, soften the jaw. And we'll see if you can let go a little bit more. What are you allowing to be washed away as we move through this final full moon, these final few days of this tumultuous year? If you could be sitting at the beach and allowing the waves to carry away the worries, the stress, the anxiety, that which no longer serves you or belongs to you. Just allow the breath to have that same function. Allow it to just wash away, rinse away. Let's just take 3 more deep breaths here. And then after the 3rd breath, you can roll yourself up, whether you're in child's pose or supported butterfly. And just make sure to draw the knees in, give yourself a hug. And we're going to move into a relaxation pose for meditation. And this really is about a half an hour meditation. So you can lie on your back and maybe put your pillows under your knees and a blanket under the head. We want the body to be as comfortable as possible so that there's as minimal movement. You could also do a supported pose. So if you've been working with the pillows and the books and blocks, you could stack up. You could like kind of stack the pillows over the blocks or the books and then lie back. And then you could even bring the soles of the feet back into that position and support the thighs or just extend the legs. So just take the next moment to get comfortable, but just pretty much any pose where you feel like you can stay there. And keep in mind, if you do feel like you need to move and adjust, it's better to just do it and then get back into relaxation. The meditation practice that we share is called Yoga Nidra, and it means the yogic sleep. And while the intention is for the body to fall asleep, and more modern studies have shown that 30 minutes in this modality is like 4 hours of super deep restorative sleep. But it's really about letting the body just completely rest, get into that the brainwave state for healing. And then we go through a guided journey through other layers of the consciousness. And this is a really great practice for the full moon every month, but especially right now. So just give yourself a moment. It can be really helpful to cover your eyes. So even just putting like a washcloth or a sleeve over your eyes, just letting yourself feel really supported. So like a mini hibernation, just let your low back be relaxed, your head, your neck, your shoulders. And so just giving yourself this space to be. And I combine a shamanic drumming technique to Yoga Nidra. So I will be doing the drum. But as you settle in, let yourself wiggle and shift and do anything you need to do to feel comfortable. Maybe take a couple breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then we're going to come back to the breath. So we're going to actually start with a little bit of breathing. So we had introduced the inhaling 4, exhaling 4 in the practice. So I want to see if we can add in the retention. So you'll inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. And this is our perfect square breath where we fill all the way up. We hold that fullness, and that fullness is the full moon point. And then we exhale to empty out, and we hold the exhale out, which is the point of complete release. So again, if 4 is too long, you can do 3. You could even bring the retention to 2. So you're inhaling 4, hold 2, exhale 4, hold 2. But as you settle into this count, just maybe notice if the body needs to shift, and just take these next couple of moments to really tune into the breath. As the body softens, relaxes, releases, having done our spinal movements. And now we just bring in this powerful breathing practice to sort of set the stage for this deep release, this balanced release, bringing in what is needed and releasing what is not, like the waves continue to draw in and out. And just a few more rounds of this breath. Really feel the belly rising and falling. And then finish whatever round of breath you're on. And when it finishes, let go of any effort over the breath. Feel your body held by the earth, graced by the energy of this final full moon. And as you allow yourself to be held and breathed and wrapped in the protective cocoon of this practice, we begin our Yoga Nidra. Notice any sounds in the room without changing your shape. Just observe the sounds. Sounds of the body, sounds in the room, sounds in your home, building, street. Just observing any sounds without labeling. And then begin to draw the attention back, letting all of these sounds just sort of melt and merge into the experience. Again, all the sounds melting and merging into the waves of sound that will carry you deeper into relaxation. The only sounds you need to concern yourself with are the sound of my voice. So as you draw your attention back in, calling yourself here, you feel the space between the eyebrows and also the physical eyes that hopefully are closed and covered, and maybe you can still make out some light. Maybe without opening your eyes, you can visualize the room you're in, the walls, the ceiling, the body on the earth, the color of the items and clothing that are on you, around you. And again, knowing that you are held and safe in this space, we allow the light, we allow the vision to merge into waves, knowing there is nowhere to go, nothing to do, and there's nothing to see in this outer world. And so we allow the waves to awaken inner vision. And as you let your eyes soften into their sockets, completely relaxing the eyelids, the eyeballs, softening your face. Maybe just take another deep breath in through the nose, noticing any smells. And then exhale out the mouth. As you feel into the mouth, again, maybe swallow. Notice any taste. And again, we allow that wave of sensation, those waves of smells and tastes that inform our brain, we can allow them to relax. Just as we allow the waves that send the signals of touch, as you notice the temperature of the room, as you notice the sensation of anything touching you, you touching. We allow all of the senses, all these outer senses, to merge into the waves that will guide you deeper into relaxation. And as we surrender the outer senses, as we activate the inner senses, again, the ebb and flow, the waves of awareness, we turn them inward. And we gather this attention back in the space between the eyebrows. In Yoga Nidra, we refer to this space as the Chittakash. It's the space of unlimited potential and possibilities. So this space between the eyebrows where we gather ourselves here. And it is here that we set the intention for this full moon practice, this full moon meditation, the final full moon and practice of this year. And as you focus here at the space between the eyebrows, you also attune to your heart, to whatever it is you are feeling in your heart, the felt state of your heart, the waves of emotions that are arising in your heart. And what is it that your heart is longing for? What is it that your heart truly wants to embody and awaken in this coming year? With all that has fallen away, what has been revealed? What is the heart's deepest longing? And maybe it's just a feeling, and maybe you can tune into that feeling and focus the feeling of the heart at that space between the eyebrows. Or maybe there's a language. Maybe it's a short, positive statement beginning with I am, I feel. And if that feels authentic, you can plant that in the fertile soil of the Chittakash. So if your heart's deepest longing is, health, I am healed, I am healthy, I am whole. If it is to, be peaceful, to be calm, I am peaceful, I am calm. What is the heart vibration you want to carry into this new year? Again, maybe it's I surrender what no longer serves. I trust the flow. This is unique to you, for your heart is unique. And without overthinking it, just focus at the heart and then draw that intention into the space between the eyebrows, either just through a feeling or through words. And if you have words, say it quietly 3 times and then let it go, as though dropping a stone or a shell into the waves, watching it sink down as the waves continue to flow. And as we move into the body scan, we will be doing a special body scan that is heart focused. It's unique heart points. And I just want you to imagine, as I call out these heart points, that you're moving these waves of that heartfelt emotion through the body. So we're really charging and filling the body with this web of heart waves. And so feel into your heart and fill your heart with whatever it is most longing for, this felt sense. And then imagine from your heart moving that energy into your brow center. And then from the brow center, it moves back to the heart. And then from the heart to the right temple. Right temple back to the heart. And this heart energy moves to the right facial cheek. And then back to the heart. And then to the right shoulder. Back to the heart. And to the right side of the chest. Back to the heart. And this wave flows to the right upper thigh. Back to the heart. And it flows to the right ankle. And for a moment, just feel this web of waves, of heartfelt waves through the right side. Feel the whole right side. From the right temple, right cheek, right shoulder, right side of the chest, right upper thigh, the right ankle, all connecting to the heart. And then as you feel into the heart, we send that wave of heart energy into the left ankle, back to the heart, to the left upper thigh, and back to the heart, to the left side of the chest, and back to the heart, to the left shoulder, back to the heart, left facial cheek, and back to the heart, the left temple, back to the heart. And from the heart, that energy moves into the mid-brain space between the ears. So straight up into the midbrain, the space between the ears. And then you feel this whole left side, the midbrain, the left temple, left cheek, left shoulder, left side of the chest, left upper thigh, the left ankle, the whole left side. And then you feel back into the heart connecting to the left side and the right side. And as you breathe into the heart, you feel the heart connecting to all these vital points, these waves flowing out to all these vital points. But you also feel them flowing into each other. From the heart to the brow center, right temple, right facial cheek, right shoulder, right side of the chest, right upper thigh, right ankle, left upper thigh, left side of the chest, left shoulder, the left facial cheek, the the left temple, the midbrain space between the ears, and then back into the heart. And from your heart, you feel your whole body, these vital points, these waves flowing from the heart to the right and left out through the whole body. The whole body held in these waves of heart energy and vibration. And you allow your whole body to be held in these waves as you again just feel into your heart. And as you feel into your heart, as you inhale, imagine extending out through the whole body, to the edges of the body, to all the vital heart points. And as you exhale, you move back into the heart. So as you inhale, there's an expansion through the body, a wave that moves out through the body. And as you exhale, it ebbs back into your heart. And again, we don't need to overthink this. It's exactly as it needs to be. But as you breathe, breathing effortlessly, allow the wave of breath again to expand to the edges of the body and then hug back into the heart. Expand to your edges, contract to your heart. Again, like waves that move out to the right and left, and then pull back into the heart. Just stay with this expansion and contraction, waves out and in. Now bring the attention to the heart, and we're going to reverse that. So as you inhale, expand the heart, fill the heart as much as you can. And as you exhale, feel that residual energy move out to the edges. So we expand the heart on the inhale. And then as we contract, that heart energy moves out through the body. And again, no need to overthink. There's no wrong way. But as you inhale, you can imagine the wave rising in the heart. And on the exhale, that crashes out to the extremities, to the edges. Inhale, expand the heart. Exhale, contract to the edges. And just again, no effort in the breath, but just letting the breath guide this movement. Inhale, heart expands. Exhale, contract to the edges. And then just come back to your heart. Letting go again of any tension on the breath, relaxing the expansion and contraction. But as we feel into the heart, we will move deeper into the experience of opposites. And this brings us into our emotional and mental recalibration. And because this full moon is so emotional, we really want to be gentle and at the same time allow the space for the body to cleanse itself of outdated emotional and mental experience. So again, feel into your heart that sensation of whatever your heart is longing for. And then bring in the emotional experience of sadness. So no story, no label, just the wave of emotion that is sadness. And however that wave needs to move through your body, how does sadness need to move through your body? Just stay with the felt sense of sadness as a wave moving through your body. And then let that go. Feel back into your heart and come into the felt experience of joy. What is joy like as a wave through your body with no connection to an outer source, but but joy as a felt sense, as a wave of energy in motion in your body. How does joy move through your body? Let that go. Focus back at that felt sense of your heart intention. And then call in the felt experience of anger. Again, no attachment to an outside story. Anger is an emotion, and it moves through your body in a wave, and it's intended to move through your body in a wave, to rise and fall as part of your guiding system. So allow in this moment to just allow anger to move as a wave through your body. How does the anger need to move? How does it move? And then release anger. Feel into your heart. Call in gratitude. Gratitude moves in waves as well. What is the wave of gratitude like for you? How does gratitude flow through your being today as an energy in motion? A wave of energy. And allow that gratitude to stay with you as you focus on the heart, amplifying whatever heartfelt emotion you have already connected to. And as you feel into that heart longing and the quality of gratitude, I want to invite you to now connect to any emotion that is ready to be revealed in your body. Maybe there's an emotion that came up earlier today, or earlier this week, or earlier this year that you have been afraid to feel, or uncertain of how to feel, or what you were feeling. At this time of the final full moon of 2020, give yourself permission to feel whatever you need to feel so that it may be released. Allow yourself to feel it like a wave that washes over you and then is released. And just let yourself feel whatever you need to feel here and now. You can continue to come back to your heart and just again, give yourself permission, feel what you need to feel so it can be released. You are safe here, you are held here. Allow yourself this next few breaths to feel whatever it is your being needs to feel to release and move forward. Give it another clean sweep of emotion. No story, no attachment, just energy moving in waves. Let it go. Let the body release out into the currents of energy, the currents that connect us to the ocean, to the earth. Let go, let go, let go, and come back to your heart. Dropping into the safe space of your heart. Just feeling gratitude. That quality that you called in at the beginning of this journey. As you rest here in the heart, imagine climbing up from the heart into the space between the eyebrows, but knowing there is a connection between the space between the eyebrows and the heart. As you focus back into the Chittakash, into this dark space of all possibility, your heart connected to this unlimited potential. As you drop into the dark space between the eyebrows, imagine yourself on your favorite beach. And maybe it's a beach you've dreamt of, maybe it's one you've seen in magazines, maybe it's one you've actually felt and touched. Allow yourself to be walking on your favorite beach. It is dark, but there is a radiant full moon in the sky. notice what you're wearing. Notice the smells, the scents, the colors. You allow all those inner senses to awaken as you walk on this beach under the full moon. You allow yourself to come to settle right at the shoreline. And it's hard to say what's more beautiful, the full moon or the waves, or the full moon illuminated on the waves. For a moment, you just let yourself completely soften and surrender to the beauty and power of the full moon and the ocean. And you feel everything that is not yours just falling away as you humble yourself. It's one of the most beautiful, beautiful sights on this planet. And as you feel called, as you feel summoned, you start to walk out into the water, and the water is a comfortable temperature. And you may only walk out a couple inches, or you may walk out all the way. You feel the waves, you feel the temperature, you feel the ocean. Again, you are safe, you are held, it is illuminated by the full moon. And as you walk out, as the water touches your skin, as it washes over your skin, you know that you are being cleansed. The water washes over your toes and your legs, your hips and your belly, your chest and your arms. And if it feels right for you, you dive into the waves and your whole body vibrates, knowing you are being cleansed and washed, and the waves are gentle as they carry you. And you may allow yourself to float, floating under this bright, vibrant full moon, the final full moon of 2020, the first full moon of winter. You are being nourished and cleansed in these sacred waters under this potent moon. And you just allow it. You allow yourself to be in this watery space under this full moon in whatever way you are, whatever you need to be. And you let go. You let go of anything that is not necessary. And you feel that full moon shine through you as the waves wash over you. That full moon shines through you from your crown to your face, your throat, your heart, belly, all the way down to your toes. And again, this dual blessing of moonlight and ocean water. You are cleansed, you are blessed, you are peaceful. And as you allow yourself to stand, sit, swim, float in this beautiful, peaceful space, you begin to hear the sound of your intention, or feel that sense of your heart's longing washing over you. You hear it or feel it 3 more times, sealing in all of the blessings of this full moon journey. And as you feel yourself wrapped in the words or the emotion, again, the waters, the moonlight, all of this seals in around you again, that sweet cocoon that will hold you and carry you into 2021 and beyond. And you allow all the images to merge back into waves of light and sound until you are again focused at the space between your eyebrows, your body resting on the earth. And you allow that space between the eyebrows again to activate the heart space. And you begin to breathe into your heart, for this practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. So you may just rest here in your heart, where you can start to connect to the breath. And as you connect to the waves of breath, you again feel the floor, the body, the room you're in. the sounds and senses around you. And you can take as much time as you need to deepen the breath. Perhaps you bring movement back, wiggling, stretching, or maybe just rolling to one side. Take all the time you need. If and when you choose, you can find a seat. And again, if and when you choose to find a seat, you might bring a little rock or shift. You could place your hands at your heart or rest them on the body. Honor yourself. Thank yourself for taking time to practice today under this full moon, this final week of the year. Although these practices are beneficial anytime, but especially heightened now. Take a big, big breath in. Open mouth, let it go. And I bow to you. Thank you so much for practicing today. Many blessings. Namaste.